Okay. So we are discussing about tuples, isn't it? So tuple means it's a set of values with round brackets. It's almost similar to list, but one difference is there. Two difference are there. First is based on its representation, and the second one is based on its value. Okay, how we can represent a list? We can represent a list using Krishna.
Square brackets.
List using square bracket. In the case of tuples, it is
Round bracket.
correct. List it is represented using square bracket, and tuple it is represented using square bracket, round bracket. Then what is the next difference, Emmanuel?
Ma'am, can you say the question once more?
What is the difference between list and tuple? The first
Ma'am,
difference,
lists are mutable and tuple are immutable.
correct. Lists are mutable, means we can change the value. We can add one more item, or we can delete one item, or we can update the item. Okay. But in the case of tuple, it is immutable, means we cannot change the content. Once we create a tuple, we cannot update the value, we cannot add one value, we cannot delete the value. That is the difference between tuple and list. Okay. Tuples are immutable, lists are mutable. Is it clear? Then we discuss about what is how the creation of tuples. We can create a tuple using normal bracket. Okay. Either we can create a tuple using normal round bracket, or we can create a tuple using tuple function, tuple, all small letters, tuple, tuple function. Okay. The two methods are there for creating a tuple. The first one it is use round bracket, and the second one it is tuple function. Okay. Then we are discussing about how we can create one empty list. How we can create one empty list. We can create one empty list using two ways are there. The first way it is t is equal to empty bracket. This is for creating empty list. The output is just like this. This is the empty list. Then if we are using t is equal to tuple empty bracket, then also we can create one empty list. Okay. Then next it is creating a tuple using different values. For creating a tuple using multiple values, we have to write like this: t is equal to first value comma, second value comma, etc. Okay. This is the statement for creating a tuple with multiple values. Then the last it is t is equal to 3 colon, 3 comma. It is for creating a tuple with single element. For creating a tuple with single element, we cannot write like this. It is not the right way of creating a tuple using single element. If you are creating a tuple using single element, you have to use one comma here. Then only the output display like this. The output is like this. All the tuples, the output is like this. That is within round bracket, the content. That is the tuple output. Okay. So if we are just giving t is equal to 3, it will just display like this 3. That is only one integer value. It's not a tuple. Okay. If you want one tuple, we have to add one more comma here. Then only we can create a tuple with single element. Is it clear? Okay. Then write the next heading. It is creating tuples from existing sequences. Creating tuples from existing sequences. Creating tuples from existing sequences. Then all the next topics are just like list. Okay. Joining is the replication is the indexing is the almost same as that of list. Okay. So you just revise the topic, creating list using existing sequence. You just check the heading, creating list from existing sequence. We can create a list from a string, or we can create a string from a tuple, just like that, isn't it? Aryan, Gauri, switch on the video. So creating tuples from existing sequence, this is the syntax. T is equal to tuple, within bracket, write the sequence. Here I am using one example. This is the same example we wrote in list creation using existing sequence. I think so. So T is equal to tuple hello. We are using a string here. From this existing string, we can create a tuple. From this existing string hello, we can create a tuple. For that, we write T is equal to tuple, within brackets, write the string. Then the output is within round bracket, it is H, then E, then L, then again L, then O. Okay. This is the existing sequence, that is hello is a string. We are using that string here for creating a tuple. After executing this statement, if we write like this, print T, then the output is H, E, L, L, O within round bracket. The only difference between list and tuple creation using existing sequence is this bracket representation. In list, it is square bracket. Here we are using round bracket. That is the only difference. Okay. So print T, the output is like this. Then I'm using a list here for creating a tuple. I'm using a list. So first I want to declare one list. For declaring a list, L is equal to within square bracket, write S, D, F, G. Within square bracket, square bracket is for representing list. Okay. So L is equal to S, D, F, G within square bracket. This is a list. So the list contents are S, D, F, G. I'm using this list for creating a tuple. For that, I'm writing T is equal to tuple within bracket, write the list name. Okay. So print T means the output is just like S, D, F, G. Okay. The only difference here it is we are using a list here. We cannot write that list elements here. We can just write the list name here. T is equal to tuple L. What is the content of tuple L? List L. The content of list L it is S, D, F, G. So first we declare a list. That existing list we are using with this tuple. Okay. That existing list we are using with this tuple. So T is equal to tuple within bracket, write the list name. So it is L. So print T, the result is within round bracket, we want to display the tuple. Okay. So the tuple is represented using round bracket. So within round bracket, the content displayed here. This is creating tuples from existing sequences. Is it clear, Aditya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, right, the next heading, creating tuples from keyboard input. This is also we discussed in the list section. Write the heading, Emmanuel. Creating tuple from keyboard input. For creating input from keyboard input, we are using input function with tuple. Okay. For that, T1 is equal to tuple within bracket, write the input function. Input, enter tuple elements. This input function is only for inputting single character or single digit, not for 2 or 3 digit number. Okay. This input function along with tuple we are using, then we can input only single character, means single alphabet or single digit. We cannot input a string, or we cannot input a 2 digit or 3 digit number. If you are writing like 1, 2, 3, it will consider as 1 is the first digit, then 2 another digit, then 3. This is the tuple. If you are inputting 1, 2, 3, 123, the tuple values are 1, 2, 3. It will not display like 11, 12, 13, just like that. So here this input function, in the case of list also, T1 is equal to tuple input and the tuple element is the first function for creating or inputting a value from keyboard. Okay, creating a tuple from keyboard input. We are using input function. For that, we can use T1 is equal to tuple within bracket, write the input function, input, enter tuple elements. This is for inputting a single element. After executing this statement, what will happen? A message like this, enter tuple elements. Enter tuple elements. Colon is there. If we will write like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what will be the output? What will be the output? The output it is, we want to display the tuple. Okay. So for tuple, it is open bracket, round bracket. So round bracket is there, then 1 is there, 2 is there, 3, 4, and 5. This is the output. Okay. We are giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as input using keyboard. And after entering, we get the output as tuple bracket, that is round bracket, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Is it clear? The case of characters also. If you are giving here, if you are giving A, B, C, D, the output is A, B, C, and D. This is the output. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Then that's why the commonly used input function is eval function. This is we are rarely using because we can input only single characters and single digits. That's why we are using another function for inputting values through keyboard, that is eval function. T1 is equal to eval input enter tuple elements. Write the statement. T1 is equal to eval input tuple elements. Or we can write like this, instead of T1, you write tuple. It's not T1, it is tuple. Okay. Not T1, it is tuple. We have to create the tuple. So tuple, There is a keyword tuple. Use the keyword tuple here. Tuple is equal to eval input enter tuple elements. Okay. It's not T1, it is tuple. Aryan, is it clear, Aryan? The difference between tuple and eval?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference? Aryan?
Single digit
Single values are?
enter tuple elements. There will be only single digit,
Okay.
and
In,
in more than one.
in eval, we can input more than one digit, two-digit value, and also more than one characters we can include it using eval. So the syntax is tuple is equal to here it is tuple. So the syntax is tuple is equal to eval input within single quotes or double quotes. You can write enter tuple elements. So the output is enter tuple elements colon. Then we can give any values. Okay. Here I am giving 2, just give like this 2, 4, then 3.5. Then I want to give one single character. Then I want to give one string character. So, okay. You want to give the values like this within open bracket. You want to give 2 comma 4 comma. I'm giving 2 integer value, 1 float value, 1 character value, and one string value. If it is 24 also, it is possible. In the case of eval, but in the case of input or tuple input, we cannot input a 2-digit or more than one character at a time. Is it clear, Gauri?
Ma'am, for list, then how we will enter 2-digit or more digit numbers?
What, Gauri?
Ma'am, for tuple eval function is used and what function is used for list?
Same function. I'm just missing that eval function. That is list is equal to eval. Input enter tuple element, enter list elements. Okay. For inputting more than one character or more than one digits, we have to use list is equal to eval. Same. Small letter list. Okay. Small letter tuple, small letter list. Is it clear, Srihari?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is creating tuple from keyboard input. The next one it is tuples versus list. It is just like string versus list. All the points are same. Instead of saying list, we are saying tuples. That is the only difference. So write the difference, tuples versus list. The first one, it is similarity between tuples and list. We can find out the length using len. First write it. Krishna, switch on the video. Okay. Is it completed? Emmanuel, switch on the video. Shivani, what happened? Why you are late? Shivani? Okay, so the similarity between tuples and list is almost same as list and string. Okay, so the first one, it is length. We can calculate the length. Length means what? It is the number of elements present in that list or tuple. Here we are using tuples and list. So length is length means number of values present in the tuple or list. Okay, we are using len function for counting number of values. In the case of tuples also, list also, we are using len function. Len of t means what happened, Krishna? Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Length. For calculating length, we are using len function for tuples and list. And we can access indexing and slicing is possible in tuples and list. In tuples and list, indexing and slicing is possible. What is indexing and slicing? Dia, what is indexing and slicing?
Slicing is making it into subunits, and indexing is index 0, 1, 2, 3 from left to right, and from right to left it is negative to negative 1 to
Okay.
negative.
Okay, okay, correct. So indexing and slicing means we can access a sub list, a sub tuple from a list or tuple. Okay, from a tuple we can access a set of values using slicing. How we can write this slicing? Emmanuel, how we can write slicing statement? If the tuple is t is equal to t1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to display 2 and 3. How we will write? Gauri, it's just like list.
Yes, ma'am.
How we can slice or how we can display 2 and 3?
T1.
T1.
Square bracket. I mean,
Okay, within square bracket. Indexing. The
ma'am,
answer is tuple, but here we are using indexing. It is this bracket is not for list. The answer is one tuple, but here we are using square bracket. Okay. Then
1 is 3.
it is 2, it is 0, 1, 2, 3. So 2 it is 1, then colon
3.
3, correct. Okay. So we want to include only two values, 2 and 3. So the start value is 1, stop value is 3 because the stop value is not included in the tuple. Okay. Stop value is not included. So I'm writing 3 here. If I write here, what will happen, Krishna?
Then 2 won't be included, right? Final
Okay,
value.
only 2 is displayed because this 2 is missing. So only this 2 value 2 is displayed here. Index 2 is excluded. Okay, so this is slicing. We can give a start value and stop value. Then we will get the output. Means it's a set of values are displayed from this existing tuple. Okay. Then another one is indexing. Indexing is same as that of, we can give a single value, that is T1 of 2. What is T1 of 2? It is 3. Okay. T1 of 2 means T1, 2 is the index value. So T1 of 2 means it is 3. The value it is 3. That means we can access the value using index. I will write here, it is 22, 23, 24. Okay, it is 21, 22, 23, 24. Here I am writing T1 of 2 means I am using this index here. I am using index here. Using this index value, we can access the value from the tuple. That is indexing. There are two indexing methods are there, forward and backward. Forward is starting from 0 to n minus 1. Backward is starting from -1 to -n. Okay. So indexing and slicing. Indexing, for indexing, we are using a single index value, T1 of 2. And for slicing, we are using two values, T1 of T1. First one is the start value and last one is the stop value. Is it clear? Okay. Then it's just same as that of list. Then what about this membership operators in and not in? Anyone?
In tells if any element is present in the tuple and not in the opposite.
Yes, correct. Membership operators in and not in. In is used to check if a particular set of values are present in a tuple. In the case of tuple, it is present in a tuple. If it is present, it will return a true value. Otherwise, it will return a false value. Aditya, what is not in?
And opposite of it. If the
Means?
element is not in the tuple, then it will return true values.
Correct. So not in is just opposite to in, means if a particular set of values are not present in a list, it will return a true value. Otherwise, it will return false value. Okay. So in means if a particular value or set of values are present in a tuple, then it will return a true value. If a particular set of values are not present in a list, it will return, this not in function will return true value. Otherwise, it will return false value. That is in and not in. Then what about this concatenation and replication operator? Aryan, what is plus and star? Aryan? Aryan, switch on the video. Shivani, Srihari, Emmanuel, switch on the video. Okay, Aryan, what is plus and star? No response. Shivani, what is plus and star? No idea. Emmanuel, what is plus and star?
Star will repeat the argument one more than one time. How?
Yes, star is for replication. It is for repeating a particular string and 1 or 2 times based on the integer value. Okay, then plus is for
Adding. adding the.
It's not for adding, it is for joining two tuples. Okay. Adding means if it is two integer values are used along with plus, it is for addition. But here we are using two tuples, just like list. Okay. So in the case of plus, it is used for joining two tuples. Okay. First tuple is joined with the second tuple and we get one new tuple, that is plus. Concatenation means joining two tuples. For that we are using plus. And star is for replication, means repeating a particular list tuple value. Star is for replication, not for multiplication. It is for repeating a particular set of values in a tuple. Okay. Then last one is accessing individual elements. The same as indexing. We can access individual elements using index value. Print T1 of 2. We can access T1 of 2. What is T1 of 2? It is 23. We can access individual elements using index value. This is accessing individual elements. Okay. Any doubt regarding this, this plus and star we are discussing later. So the first similarity is length. That is, we can find out the length based in tuple and also in list using len function. You have tried the tuple name here, lent. The next it is indexing and slicing. Indexing and slicing is, indexing means we can use a single index value for displaying the corresponding data value or values. Then slicing means we can display a set of values from the tuple using start value and stop value. The stop value is not included in the output section. Then concatenation and replication operators are plus and star. Plus is for concatenation, means it's not for addition, it is for joining two tuples. Star is for replication. It is for repeating a particular set of values based on the integer value we are giving. Okay. Then accessing individual elements means we can access one element from the tuple using index value. Print T1 of 2. Is it clear? Then,
Yes.
then the last one, it is difference between tuples and list. We are already discussed that difference between tuples and list. That is, tuples are not mutable while lists are mutable. That means if we are writing like this, L of I is equal to 20. Then I'm writing T of this. L of 3. Then T of 3 is 20. My list is L is equal to 10, 11, 12, 13. And T is equal to 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm creating one list and also one tuple. L is equal to, this is the list. So I'm writing the elements within square bracket, that is 10, 11, 12, and 13. And I'm creating a tuple T, which is equal to, within open bracket, I'm writing 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Then there is the statement like L of 3 is equal to 20. What happened? What will happen? Any ideas, Srihari?
Third value, which is
Which value?
13.
13. Okay. In L, the third index value, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the third index value, that is 13. 13 is replaced with value 20. 13 is replaced with value 20. So this is one valid statement. We can change the value, we can update the value, we can replace the value in the case of list. Okay. Is it clear, Shivani? Is it clear, Shivani? Okay, so here I'm using a list. L of 3 is equal to 20. L of 3 is equal to 20 means I want to replace the third position value with 20. The old value is 13. I just replace it with 20. Okay. Then what about the next statement, Shivani? T of 3 is equal to 20. Dia, what is T
Because-
of 3?
Because
T
it
of
is
it is in,
immutable.
it is invalid, correct. It is invalid statement because tuple is immutable, means we cannot change the value. Here we are writing T of 3 is equal to 20 means T of 3, it is 13. We are saying like change this 13 with value 20, but it is not possible in the case of tuple because tuples are immutable. Is it clear? That mutable, immutable concept. Okay, Gauri?
So the output in Python will be error, right?
Yes, yes. It is runtime error. Okay. T of 3 is equal to 20 is an invalid statement. It is not a valid statement. We cannot update the contents of a tuple. Okay. So this is the difference. Then next it is tuple operations.